Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, come back to meet us again from the green team. Okay, I am Susinta Marwati and other colleagues in the green team. There are Nunu, hi Nunu.
Hai.
Dewita, hai Dewita.
Hai.
Sumpena, hai Sumpena.
Hi.
Okay, we will convey the topic of computer hardware to people one on the segment in English with the laughter Maam Yanti Sopianti MPD. Best regards. May we be in good health and under the protection of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Amin ya Allah ya Rabbal Alamin. So, to shorten the time, as an opening for this presentation, I invite my colleagues.
Thank you, Susinta. Now, I will describe hardware function in general. Each hardware device has a different function, but its main function is to display and receive input, process, provide output, support computer work, and process information or data that is inside or outside the computer. Below are some general hardware functions. Number 1. Processing data or information. Certain hardware has a function to process data or information by the user, which will later become new information. To process data and run processes on a computer system. Number 2. Receiving output. There are several pieces of hardware that have a special function in receiving input from user. That way, the hardware will process it into new information. In this case, the data received from the input can be transferred to the output. Number 3. Member output. When it has been processed into new information, the hardware will output again to the user. All of the output is visible to users who are not set up on specific hardware. These mechanisms influence each other between output. Number 4. Storing information and data. From here, all the output generated by your computer can be stored on a secondary storage device from the computer. This storage can be done not only on devices installed on the computer, but also on devices that are installed outside.
Thank you, Miss Susinta. Okay, here are several types hardware that are differentiated according to function your use along with example. Number 1. Input device. Input device. This type of hardware is useful for entering information and data in the form of video, text, image, audio, and other into a computer. Here are some examples of hardware, namely mouse, keyboard, and scanner. Number 2. Process device. Process device. This type of hardware can be useful in processing data as well as running process on the computer system. Example of process device include CPU, RAM, VGA, and many more. Number 3. Output device. Output device. This type of hardware is useful in displaying information and printing the result of user input data. The data or information comes from the input hardware that has passed the hardware process. For example, such as monitors, projectors, to printers. Number 4. Storage device. Storage device is a type of hardware that functions to store computer data. Examples include hard disk, flash disk, and optical disk. Number 5. Peripherals or enhancements. Additional tools are useful in helping the computer execute user commands. This device is generally referred to as a peripheral, which is usually in connecting computer device to the internet network. One example is a modem. You can use the modem as a communication tool to convert digital signal to analog signal or analog signal into digital signal.
Okay, so that was an explanation of the understanding of hardware, function, types, and examples. That you can learn about the existence of this computer hardware itself is certainly very useful to piece